There's no question that legends are born right here. Some of the biggest names in running have stepped up to this starting line, chasing their dreams all the way to Boylston Street. But this year, when you cross this line, you might want to take a look around, because there's more to this course than meets the eye.
George V. Brown was born in Hopkinton in 1880.
When you see this statue on Hopkinton Common, known as the Starter, you probably think of the Boston Marathon itself, and that makes sense. George V. Brown was responsible for bringing the race here in 1924.
He was extremely active.
But Mattina, president of the Hopkinton Historical Society, says that's far from his only legacy.
He was one of the founders of the Garden. He was one of the original owners of the Boston Bruins. His son, Walter A. Brown. Lots of people recognize Walter A. Brown from the arena at Boston University, was one of the founders and first president of the Celtics. He actually signed Bill Russell to the Celtics in the 1950s.
But the history doesn't stop there. Cross busy Route 135 from the Common, and you step even further into the past.
This is one of the oldest cemeteries in the center of Hopkinton. Many Revolutionary War soldiers are buried here. Hopkinton marched onto Concord on April 19th. We were ready and prepared to go immediately.
As you pass the cemetery and head down the first hill, take a look to your left.
This tavern over here has the very original name of the Old Stone Tavern. Lots of myths. There's an empty room downstairs. Some people say the first jail was down there. Other people say that it was part of the Underground Railroad. None of that's been proven, but it certainly is a big part of Hopkinton's history.
If you're hungry for even more Hopkinton history,
we have 2 Civil War swords.
There is a treasure trove just about a mile away from the start.
This is an 1870s schoolhouse.
A schoolhouse that is now home to the Hopkinton Historical Society, which is now marking its 75th anniversary. And there is plenty to see here, including a relic of the Revolution.
The leather trunk, an army trunk of Major William Wood. He was part of the Revolutionary War. This is almost like a little area for writing. You can see that this is cotton ticking fabric behind it. And the Wood family were the founders of the first cotton mill in Hopkinton, as well as it's one of the earliest cotton mills founded in the United States.
And Mattina hopes this quick history lesson will help runners look around a little more as they step over the starting line this year.
We keep finding more stories to tell about the history of Hopkinton. It's a constantly evolving town, and it's the story of America.
A story that will follow you to our next town on this iconic route, a town with an even older connection to the Boston Marathon, and a few secrets, too. Reporting next from Ashland, I'm David Meaning, WCBB News Center 5.